Before we completely immerse ourselves in the delightful chaos of Halloween candy and the whimsical world of costumes, let's take a moment. Let's rewind the clock, journey back in time, and explore the ancient festival that served as the very foundation for it all. Samhain, pronounced SOW-in with a gentle emphasis on the first syllable, this ancient Celtic festival, steeped in tradition and mystery, is the true origin of Halloween, the holiday we know and love today. It marked the end of the vibrant summer months and the beginning of the stark, often unforgiving winter season. This pivotal transition was celebrated at sunset on October 31st, a time of reflection and anticipation. For the Celts, deeply connected to the rhythms of nature, Samhain was not just another day, it was New Year's Eve, a significant turning point in their calendar. It was a harvest festival, a time to give thanks for the bounty of the land. It was also a night for sharing ghost stories around crackling fires. All these elements beautifully rolled into one grand celebration. It was a time to gather with loved ones, to feast on the fruits of their labor, and to diligently prepare for the long, dark, and often challenging winter months that lay ahead. But Samhain was far more than just a practical matter of survival. It was a deeply spiritual occasion, imbued with profound meaning. The Celts held a strong belief that on this night, the boundary between our world, the world of the living, and the other world, the realm of spirits, thinned considerably. This thinning allowed spirits, fairies, and other supernatural entities to cross over into our world for one magical and potentially mischievous night. This deeply ingrained belief inspired many of the traditions and customs that we still observe and cherish today. From the wearing of costumes to ward off evil spirits, to the telling of spooky ghost stories around a bonfire, the echoes of Samhain resonate through our modern celebrations. Samhain is not just a relic of the past, it is a living, breathing tradition that continues to be celebrated in various forms around the world. It is a tradition that has evolved through the centuries, adapting to changing times but always remaining rooted in the core elements of fire, feasting, and folklore. So, let's embark on a journey to uncover the real story, to delve into the rich history and fascinating origins behind what has become the world's spookiest and most celebrated night. To understand Samhain, picture ancient Ireland and Scotland, where Celtic culture thrived. Samhain was one of 4 major fire festivals, the grand finale of the agricultural year and the Celtic New Year. It fell between the autumn equinox and winter solstice, a crucial turning point. The harvest was in, cattle returned from the hills, and communities gathered to celebrate survival and prepare for winter. The name Samhain means summer's end, capturing the bittersweet shift from light to darkness. Far from somber, it was a time for feasting, settling debts, and strengthening community bonds. Even older Neolithic tombs in Ireland align with the Samhain sunrise, showing this seasonal celebration runs deep in the land's history. Marking the end of October has always been a powerful tradition in the British Isles. Here is where Samhain gets truly supernatural. The Celts believed the veil between worlds was thinnest on this night, allowing spirits, both kind and mischievous, to roam freely. Families welcomed ancestors with silent, dumb suppers and left food by the hearth, hoping for blessings and protection. But not all spirits were friendly. Fairies and restless souls could cause trouble, so people left offerings outside to appease them. Bonfires blazed on hilltops, lit by druid priests for purification and protection. Villagers would relight their home fires from the communal blaze, uniting the community under one sacred flame. The fire's smoke was believed to ward off evil, keeping everyone safe during this magical, unpredictable night. Samhain was a night of reverence, fear, and unity, where the living and the dead briefly shared the world. These rituals shaped the festival's unique character and inspired many Halloween customs. The line between worlds was never thinner than on Samhain. Samhain was packed with rituals, some practical, deeply rooted in the needs of the community as winter approached. It was a time when the veil between worlds thinned and the living prepared for the long, dark months ahead, some downright spooky. These were not just superstitions. They were heartfelt attempts to connect with the unseen and protect against the unknown. As livestock were sorted for winter, decisions were made about which animals would be kept and which would be slaughtered. The bones of slaughtered animals were burned in great bonfires, a practice that served both a practical and spiritual purpose. This is the origin of our word, bonfire. These fires were beacons against the encroaching darkness, symbols of community strength and resilience. Costumes were essential. They were not just for fun. People disguised themselves with animal skins or soot, transforming into something other than themselves. They were hoping to blend in with spirits or avoid their mischief, becoming invisible to the supernatural forces believed to be present. Some dressed as gods or mythical figures, embodying powerful archetypes. They were stepping outside their everyday selves for one wild night, blurring the lines between the human and the divine. The first jack-o'-lanterns were not pumpkins, which are native to the Americas, and came much later. Instead, they were carved turnips with grotesque faces, carefully crafted to ward off evil. These turnips were lit to scare off evil spirits and guide friendly ones, acting as both a deterrent and a welcome sign. Imagine a row of glowing turnip lanterns on a dark night, their flickering light casting eerie shadows. It would be genuinely chilling, a truly spooky sight to behold. Divination games were popular, offering a glimpse into the future. They were especially popular for predicting romance, who would marry whom, and what the future held for young lovers. Games like apple bobbing and roasting nuts by the fire were favorites, bringing warmth and laughter to the gathering. If two nuts roasted quietly together, love was in the air, a sign of a harmonious relationship. But if they jumped apart, well, not so much. Perhaps a rocky road ahead for that couple. These games added fun and fortune-telling to the night's supernatural energy, creating a memorable and meaningful experience. Samhain was a blend of survival, a practical preparation for the harsh winter months. It was also a celebration, a time to give thanks for the harvest and the bounty of the land. And of course, a little bit of magic, a belief in the power of the unseen world. Many of these customs live on in Halloween today, a testament to the enduring power of tradition. No Samhain was complete without the sharing of spooky tales, stories of monsters and magic that danced in the firelight. These weren't just simple ghost stories. They were intricate narratives, passed down through generations, designed to both entertain and instill a healthy respect for the unknown. Among the most feared was the Puka, a shape-shifting trickster from Celtic lore. This enigmatic being could appear in many forms, most commonly as a sleek, dark horse, a menacing goat with glowing eyes, or even a shadowy human figure, always with a mischievous glint in their eye. The Puka delighted in leading travelers astray, causing confusion and chaos in the twilight hours, and generally making life difficult for anyone who crossed its path. Then there was the dreaded Dullahan, the original headless horseman, a harbinger of death and doom. This terrifying spectre rode through the night with his own rotting head tucked under his arm, using a human spine as a gruesome whip to urge his steed onward. If the Dullahan called your name, it was a death sentence. Your fate was irrevocably sealed. There was no escape, no bargaining, only the cold certainty of impending doom. And let's not forget the Slur, a terrifying host of restless spirits, the souls of the unforgiven, forever searching for a way back to the world of the living. They flew in from the west in a massive swirling swarm, their primary goal to snatch unsuspecting souls and drag them into the abyss. The fear of the Slur was so intense that it prompted people to shutter their windows tight, barricading themselves inside their homes in a desperate attempt to ward off these spectral invaders. These stories were not just told for cheap scares or fleeting moments of fright. They were deeply woven into the fabric of Celtic culture, serving as cautionary tales and moral lessons. They served as a constant warning of the very real dangers that lurked just beyond the comforting glow of the firelight, in the dark and untamed wilderness. Samhain was also the traditional setting for epic tales of heroism and adventure, tales like The Adventures of Nera, a captivating story of bravery and cunning. These stories told of heroes who bravely ventured into the other world, facing down terrifying monsters and overcoming seemingly insurmountable supernatural threats. All these legends combined to make Samhain a night of both profound terror, a time when the veil between worlds thinned, and mystical wonder, a night where anything seemed possible, and magic permeated the very air. This potent combination served to reinforce Samhain's enduring power in the Celtic imagination, solidifying its place as a night unlike any other. Storytelling was considered just as central to the Samhain experience as the bonfires and the communal feasting, playing a vital role in keeping the ancient mysteries and traditions of Samhain alive for generations to come. And even today, the echoes of these ancient myths and legends still resonate in our modern Halloween monsters and traditions. On Samhain, the line between the world of legend and the world of reality became incredibly blurred, making it a truly magical and unforgettable night. When Christianity spread through Celtic lands, it did not erase Samhain, it adapted it. The Church moved All Saints' Day to November 1st, creating All Hallows' Eve, eventually Halloween, on October 31st. All Souls' Day followed, blending prayers for the dead with old Samhain customs. Bonfires, costumes and offerings survived, now mixed with Christian rituals. Souling emerged, children and the poor went door to door for soul cakes, promising prayers for the dead, a clear ancestor of trick-or-treating. Irish and Scottish immigrants brought these traditions to America, where pumpkins replaced turnips for jack-o'-lanterns. The playful mischief of Samhain became the trick in trick-or-treat. Halloween as we know it was born, a blend of ancient Celtic and Christian customs, thriving in the New World. The spirit of Samhain lives on every October 31st. Despite commercial Halloween's global takeover, Samhain is far from forgotten. Modern pagans, Wiccans and Celtic enthusiasts have revived Samhain as a spiritual new year and a time to honor ancestors. Altars, dumb suppers and bonfires remain central, connecting people to ancient cycles of life, death and rebirth. In Ireland, festivals like Puca and Derry Halloween blend myth with music and art, celebrating Celtic heritage. People everywhere are rediscovering the old stories and finding new meaning in the changing seasons. Samhain reminds us that Halloween is more than costumes and candy. It is a link to our mysterious, magical past. In the Southern Hemisphere, Samhain is celebrated in late April, proving the wheel of the year keeps turning worldwide. So next time you carve a pumpkin, remember, you are part of a tradition thousands of years old.
Thank you for watching. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. We do like to know and hear your feedback. And if you have the means, please consider supporting us on Patreon, where you can get early access to our videos and where we post bonus material. Till next time, this is Geeky Tidbits saying cheers and have a good day.